All right, welcome once again to Sami and Mathematics, and I want to discuss a very important topic and trending topic, which we refer to as functions. It's actually trending because I've been teaching so many classes and students have been asking me, what do you really mean by functions? And I keep using the word functions, and they say they want to understand what they mean by function. Or just as an explanation, probably they know how to use it. So I want to explain that in few words. Now, the first thing we should understand is that we have two sets. The first set and the second set. The first set is what we call the domain of the function, and this is called the codomain. So we call this the codomain. Let's assume some numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, just finite in nature. And let's assume some number here 5, 2, 17, and probably 10. So I am going to assign some numbers to some numbers, and I'm going to trace this to this. So we use the word called mapping. So I'm going to map this to this. I map this to this. I map this to this, and I'm going to map this to this. So those arrows are actually called mapping. So another name for functions are actually referred to as mapping, but there are differences anyway. But for now, just assume they are the same thing. Now, this is the domain, and this is the codomain. So we say that the domain of the function, this element, is 1, 2, 3, and 4. But those set of elements that an arrow has been traced to, that have been mapped, this set of functions, these elements are actually called the images. And the set of these images form what we call the range. So take note, the elements that are being mapped are referred to as images. If we have any element here that is not mapped to, we can't call it an image. So these elements are referred to as images, and the set of images form what we call the range of the function. So the range of the function is 5, 17, 2, and 10. Now, the next thing we should understand is what is now the definition. So, take note that these elements are called the images. Please take note of that. Now, it means that f is a function that maps the set x to y. That is what this means. F is a function that maps x, the set x, to the set y. And how do we write that? It means that every time you put in 1 in that function, you are going to get 2. Anytime you put in 2 into the function, you are going to get 5. Anytime you get 3 into the function, put 3 into the function, you are going to get 10. And anytime you put 4 into the function, you are going to get 17. That is what it means. So for any of this image domain you put in, you're going to have these images. Now, what is the definition? I'll summarize the definition. So for the definition, number 1, it is a rule of corresponding. Is a rule of corresponding. A rule of corresponding. So these are correspondence. 2, it assigns elements. It assigns elements in X to unique. Please take note of this word, unique. Unique elements in Y. So take note of that word, unique element. What does that mean? It means it is possible. Take note. I want to explain this. It's very important. So let's just put 2 elements, maybe 1 and 2. So it is, okay, I'm not going to put element, let me just put dots. So, 2 dots here. So if we have this mapped to this and this mapped to this, please, this cannot be a function. This is not a function because this element is not mapped to unique elements, it's mapped to different elements here. So we must always have an element here mapped to unique elements here. But take note that, so this is not a function. So anything of this nature is not a function because you cannot have one element being mapped to 2 elements here. That is not allowed. But it is possible for you to have something of this nature, to have 2 elements being mapped to 1 element here. That is very possible. This is X and this is Y. So this is a function. Take note that 2 elements can be mapped to 1 element here. 1 element cannot be mapped to two elements here. So, but let us see something. What you will actually say can be written in algebraic form. So this function is actually f of x equals to x squared plus 1. So what you see here and what you see here are just the same thing. This is the algebraic form. You see, anytime I put 2 here, this will be 2 squared plus 1, and that was going to give me 5. If you put 3 here, that will be 3 squared plus 1, and that's going to be 9 plus 1, which is 10. So amazingly, this is a function. This is another way of representing the function, and this is another way of representing the function. Another way it can be represented is by the use of tables. So when you see tables, they actually refer to function also, where this is your x and this is your f of x, and you have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this is 1, 2, you have 5, you have 10, and you have 17. So functions can be represented in tables. They can also be represented in this form, in mapping form, and this form.